Yo, what up? It is the 26th of October. It is currently 8:54 p.m. on a Saturday. And, something. What should I say? Well, I can report that I have submitted my first of a few assessment items that I have to submit over the coming, I think, like 2 weeks. But in total, I've got 5 things to submit, and I've just done the first of those things. And, you know, I'm well on my way to doing the second already, and the third is, pretty close. So, you know, I'm progressing. And one of those is like an exam as well, so it's like kind of different. So yeah, that's what's exciting. I'm gonna plant this black tulip because I'm sick of carrying it around. I'm gonna put it here. There used to be I think a purple tulip here. We'll carry that on. Oh, hey Hugh. Yes, very pleased that I got that first assessment submitted. I think I did a pretty good job, so hopefully I get a good mark for it. The Clawhand constellation's really cool. Who made it? Me! What, really? Amazing, you're so talented. Claw hand, it's a classic. It looks like a claw hand. Like if you had a claw for a hand, it would look like the way that constellation looks. Mind you, I can't be bothered to pan up and show it, so you're just gonna have to take my word for it if you don't know what it looks like. Hello, Pompom. Step 1. Buy furniture that looks unique but isn't really all that rare. Step 2. Hide all your junk and pretend it never existed. There you go, my foolproof strategy to fool the HRA. It sounds like a solid plan to me. You could just decorate your house nicely. That would be probably the best thing you could do. Oh, hey Peewee. Hey, which of your body parts is your favorite? Well, okay, there's like utility and how proud I am of them. I don't think I'm very proud of a particular body part. In terms of which one I like enjoy having the most, I mean, I like having arms, but if my face is like, you know, a lot of it. I'm gonna say my face. Well, that's kind of too bad, because that really isn't your best feature. You gotta admit, my face is way stronger and more chiseled than yours. Well, you know what, Peewee? It's relative, okay? And get off my back. Oh, and there's Marina up there, too. I didn't mean to water in front of her. I don't know if it's because I put new furniture around my room or what, but I just feel like life is all rainbows and flowers lately. Oh, that's nice, Marina. Yeah, well, you know, I always feel that a good feeling after submitting an assignment, and I get to, like, close a bunch of tabs on my computer that have been open for, like, the past, you know, 6 hours and, like, multiple days. So yeah, that's nice. Oh, I forgot about the fishing tourney tomorrow. You know what? I'm probably going to forget about it tomorrow as well. No promises. There's a decent chance I just completely forget and I don't end up doing it. But, you know, there's more than one fishing tourney left in the year. You'll live if you care that much about it. Yeah, I forgot that I was going to change, see if the brightness could be changed on this. I'll have to check tomorrow. Or today, I guess. I can just do it in my own time. But yeah, no, I'm glad I've got one thing done. And I mean, like, I feel like no matter what I do, there's always going to be an element of, like, feeling kind of rushed with assessments. Like, I'm just really not good at, like, organizing my time well enough beforehand. But I think I've done well. I'm set to do well, and I don't know. I mean, I kind of thought that the first wave of assessments, and then I did, like, good in some stuff, and then not as good in others. I mean, I still consistently got, you know, at least a B in everything. Granted, it was by a pretty small amount for some things, but, you know, still. But, Yeah, there were some things that I thought I could have done better in. So, I guess we'll see how I end up going. I don't know. I mean, the thing is that a lot of the units I've been doing are things where it's like I don't really care if I don't do as well because I don't care too much about the subject matter. Like, I care about a pretty particular type of like writing, for example, and I've been doing writing that's not as like interesting to me, for example. So what do you think? Nice, huh? Yeah, I've seen better. Whoa, better check yourself before I wreck you. When I ask you that, you're supposed to scream out, best place ever. Yeah, I guess, Nick. Well, I could lie. You know, that is definitely a thing I am capable of doing, I suppose, if the circumstances call for it. I don't know. It just doesn't sit right with me to lie like that. Did I talk to Cube already? No, I talked to Hugh. How's Cube going? What's going on in the world of Cube? Cube World, as it's called. According to the letter... I've just heard this one a million times. 427, Maniac... Ha ha ha, yep, Oh yes, today is a Saturday, which would usually be the day I listen to KK, but I'm free because as of not last week, but I guess maybe the week before or the week before that, some Saturday, I've gotten all the KK songs, which is pretty weird that that's a thing. It feels kind of surreal because I remember only having like 50 of them like it was yesterday, but you know, that would have been half a year ago, basically. Time sure does fly. I mean, hell, even that last Saturday where I found out I got all the KK songs feels like it was very, like, you know, like a day ago. But no, it was a week ago. I don't know. I don't know if I have a very good perception of time, like, at all. Like, I'm not great at remembering stuff, especially short-term information and, like, memories and stuff. So I don't know if, you know, I'm very good with time. Well, I do frequently get, like, weirded out by how long it's been since something. Like, I don't know, I feel like maybe other people relate to that, but, like, I see, oh, certain thing happened this amount of years ago, and I hate that, like, you know, I don't exactly like that sentiment where you're just sort of like, oh, I miss when times were better or whatever, which is just layman speak for I miss being a kid when things were better because you were a kid. But more so I just think like, oh, that's weird. I feel like, I don't know, it's weird. And I've definitely talked about this before. I'm not ignorant of that. But I couldn't tell you how long ago I talked about it. It was a cheeky little joke. I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to say that again. Alright, let's buy all the flowers that we can. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know about... I don't know if having a good perception of time... Like, I don't know, it's... I mean... Because, you know, in day-to-day, I can, like, sense... Like, I'm usually pretty comfortable with whatever hour of the day it is. Like, that doesn't surprise me a lot of the time when it's, like, 5 p.m. or something like that. Maybe I'll be surprised, like... I guess, okay, well, maybe that does happen sometimes. But still, it's definitely not a super prominent feeling. I also meant to buy that. I don't know. I mean, like, you can say confidently, yeah, it's 2024, but, like, do you realize what I guess the implication of that is maybe what that is? Like, I know that it's 2024, but it takes me a sec, or it's not immediately, like, it doesn't immediately register to me that, like, that means that, like, 2018 was, like, 6 years ago. Which is, like, when I think about it a little bit more, it's like, yeah, of course 2018 was 6 years ago. Things were so different. But then at the same time, there's this tugging feeling in the opposite direction. That's like, but don't, I feel like this stuff that happened in 2018 was like, it didn't happen as long ago as it did. Like, I still remember the release cycle of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which is like 99% of my frame of reference for different years is, yes. I'm trying to get Bree to stay, by the way. But, yeah, it's lame, probably, but I base a lot of my perception of time of different years off of what games came out that year. I mean, it's definitely can be a big aspect for me. But yeah, the Smash Bros. Ultimate release cycle, like, that feels like it wasn't, like... Okay, that's definitely her saying she'll stay. That release cycle, though, was so... I don't know, it was very impactful, and for me, it came at around the right time, because, you know, that's, like, when you're old enough to recognize when something is, like, really cool, you know? Like, I feel like when you're a kid, like, you... I don't know. At least for me, I wasn't really that great. The stuff sort of passed me by a lot. Like, you know, I still thought that, like, you know, race cars were cool or whatever, because, you know, it's, like, it's standard kids stuff. But, like, I guess most of I'm talking about, like, I don't know, just being able to be at something, or just in part of something, and, at, like, knowing that it's cool. I don't know. Maybe I'm talking nonsense here, but that I definitely felt that for this Ultimate release cycle. I mean, you know, there was a lot of really cool surprises in that, especially that initial, like, reveal that every character in series history was in the game. I'm going to appreciate the stream's powerful musk. That person be you. That's actually the one thing I was going to mention I didn't like, but I guess I'll just keep that to myself now. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I've definitely, and I know it's like, I don't like saying, like, oh, I've grown so much, because I think distancing yourself too much from your past is kind of a bad trait, and generally just makes you sound kind of, stupid. Also, lights just flickered off for, like, a single, like, millisecond. I wonder if that would even appear in the video. But I definitely feel like I've changed, at least in terms of my perception of, like, just game release cycles and stuff like that since Smash Bros. Ultimate. So, like, I kind of feel like that was the best time for it, because honestly, if that happened now, I don't know if I would have been as, like, if I would have cared as much. Like, even still, even when, you know, they were doing trailers and as late as, I forget even when the last trailers were, like 2020, I think just 2020, maybe 2021, but that's pushing it, I think. You know, I still cared, and I still would care. It's just, I guess, for me, like, the idea of being hyped for things, it's definitely died down a lot for me. Like, I don't really, I don't know. I think and I think I've talked about this as well, but I think generally getting hyped is, dare I say, overhyped. It's just very, I find it can be very absorbing, and it's just something that people, like, take control of them, and then it drives people's entire perceptions of things before they've even released, and then when it releases and doesn't meet their impossible expectations, it's, like, bad to them because of their warped perception. Hey, Peewee. What's it to you? The other day I was digging my couch and found this creepy old letter. You got to check it out. Tip of the day, when someone asks a question and you don't know the answer, just yell, "Figure it out!" I like that advice. How was it? It makes me feel kind of queasy, right? But, you know, I think that's what I like best about it. But yeah, personally, I'm now a lot more in the boat of just, like, if something's cool's coming out, I think it's cool. Like, the new Mario Party has come out, like, it's been out for, like, over a week at this point. And I really want to play it. But I'm not, like, I don't know. It's hard. It's a hard feeling to describe if you don't know it. But I just, like, I don't feel about it the same way I would, like, something that I'm really, really hyped about. It's just more so a feeling of, like, I'm excited to play this because I think it'll be cool. I guess I am describing hype. I don't know There is a difference, but I don't know how to articulate it exactly without making a methodical, like, script or something like that. But, yeah, nowadays I definitely am like, especially something like the Nintendo Direct, whenever those happen, which, this wasn't, I don't remember when the last one happened, but, whenever they happen now, it's like, I kind of just, it's not that I don't care, but it's that I just think, I think more, I guess, rationally about what's shown usually. But I think it's a good thing. I think it makes you more grounded, which, you know, great for me to say that about myself, but, yeah, I don't know. If you ever think if you ever get really hyped, I mean, you know, feel free to feel how you feel, but maybe dial it back sometimes, because I don't, it's not, I mean, personally, I'd rather be, pleasantly surprised by something than, like, let down considerably. That's generally how I look at it. But yeah, that's gonna be about it for today. Have I done everything I need to do? This is one of those days. I talked to everyone. I got that done rather quickly. Watered flowers and planted flowers. That's basically all I need to do. Alright, that's gonna be it for today.